Two friends from an island in the Caribbean set out on a journey to find inspiring stories told by the persons who live them.
So with a camera bag and an open mind, you learn that the best part of life is not the destination, but
The journey.
So yeah, my mother decided say she was ready to migrate and go overseas. She was going to go to Liverpool to live, England. When we said to do the math side, that Liverpool something never ever worked for me because I'm say at this point in time I was already working at Bellevue, plus I was working at Asylum in the night. You understand? Somebody have two different income come in. You understand? With minimal amount of work. I can talk it straight. Whenever I do much work, when I at Bellevue Hospital, I get my full pay, plus I get overtime, plus I get taxi and supper. You understand? Plus I get my money at night time at Asylum. And that money there wasn't really much, but I get paid for basically go out every night, go enjoy myself. And I just did get addicted to the nightlife, addicted to the lifestyle I live. I'm really and truly never interested for that England. Plus, upon my mother, I go at the bush. I never really want to go in the bush and rain fall every day, and the place did cool, and I never did my thing that. So, I convinced my mother, say, alright, boom, let me stay at Jamaica, because the money we share pay, for send me go university over there, or pay my tuition, could I pay 1 year tuition at Liverpool, could I pay all 4 years of tuition here in Jamaica. So we work out the financial part about it. Now when it come to me deciding what I wanted to do, while working at Bellevue, I saw that most of my brethren them down there was nurses, and I see the work with them I do, them never did really have it, the work just never look so taxing. You understand me? I say basically just ensure that the madman them take their medication, ensure that them eat, ensure that them not kill off themselves and play domino for the rest of the day. You understand me? I say, and it does still look like something can do. Plus, me in the accounts department at that point in time. I mean, I look and see in a them time there, man did a carry 140, 160,000 a month. And at them time there, that does did seem like riches. You understand me? I say, bomba, them money the nurse I get. Alright, boom. This me I got the nurse, me I got to apply to go NCU, UE, and UTech. You understand? Because those are the three universities that were offering nursing. Now, I get through to NCU first. And while thinking of going to NCU, I said to Anashum Bridget, the man I say, yo, NCU, I get through for going. The man I said, no, NCU is a Christian school, no dog. You really want to go there? So I say, yeah, why no matter? University, the man I say, is a 7-year school. And if you got a school there, you can't have no pork. Them no can. I say, that was the reason why I chose not to go to NCU, because I was not going to choose to not eat pork just for education. I don't think that it would have been worth it. Honestly, I don't think it would have been worth it. Or if I not say go or something near to say go, some never did ever go down there and think. Fortunately, I got accepted to UE and UTech within the same week, and because to me, I didn't like the vibes of a UTech more, because UTech it does seem more laid back. Plus, the UE tuition was like twice what the UTech tuition was at that point in time. Me chose to go UTech. Went to the orientation, went to the placement thing, and cause I don't know when I got orientation, I have to put your best foot. No, not orientation. Because when I do nursing, them have an interview where you have to go. And I like normal university, just going to send in your grades, them and they must choose based on the best applicants them. First, you have to send in your grades, then you send in your resume, and then them make a short list. And out of the short list, them pick out the best 50 people out of the thing. When me go interview, because my last name is Cummins, me go in the first half. And the first half did have like 200 people. So you have to go put your best foot forward. You have to sit and go on and speak as best as you possibly can. You have to exude or expel the best English vernacular that you can possibly can. Sit upright and act like you're an upstanding member of society. Act like you are not an idler, which I obviously was an idler. And I said, so I basically trick the people in Whether they do the interview, make them feel like say me I did somebody decent. And me get accepted for go UTech. In a day, 47 people in the choose my batch. 47 or 57. But I never 60. Out of almost 600 somebody. I make it show and me get through. So I end up go UTech. End up get through for go UTech. And in my batch, there were 3 meals. 3 meals in my batch. Me, my brother Marvin pull up, big up yourself Marvin. And our next brother, I remember him name, because he did even bigger glass than me. I don't know how he did get through. But him did African, and I don't know how that man get through. But anyways, we set some woman, started, I don't tell a lie. When we started UTech, it was all promising and bright, and I go out there with white eyes, ready to go take on the world and saying, okay, yes, I want to be a nurse, and nursing is going to be so wonderful. The first semester was just be a classwork, bomb it up, and I get be a good grades and them thing, and everything nice and thing. Then, second semester start in a UTech, and the haggling start. Then, me get introduced to one place, when named the barn, up at UTech. That is the valley of the shadow of all carelessness. I tell you. And like now, when the barn, it reduced down to everything, because HTM building, a part of the reason mash up barn, them time the greenhouse was just one little dirty green place to be a lizard up and down, you know. And you have to have one long road to go through it, and one big fence to go around. Nursing building never be built yet, Shelly restaurant never built yet. That's one big liver place. And me I tell you say when me find out about barn, because the whole time I go UTech, you know, the first semester, you know, me never venture around at the back part, none at all in the first semester. Me there the front part of the school near to the library, so when me eat my lunch, I go buy my lunch over Josie, and I go straight back over the front part of the library and the whole first semester. So I was a good little student, going to class on time, doing all my assignments on time. I was group leader. I was the one who said, come on girls, we need to ensure that we have the best presentation. I was a model student for the first semester. Then me get introduced to Rona, barn, and the highgless ensued. Then me notice say, me never even know say, in the first semester, me never even know say, Thursday was club day at UTech. So you see Thursday between the hours of 1 to 3 o'clock or 1 to 5 o'clock was club time, so no class no go on. So be a party used to keep in the middle of the day around there. Car wash, all the fundraisers them and everything used to keep around there. So. And sitting and I go around this and as a young youth, I go around this and I see be a young college woman, impressionable woman around there washing cars in bath suits and them thing there every week and them thing there. Around there, some man used to run there and burn weed every day and sing music and man used to go and go park them car and play music and around there it was just fun. I mean I got tell you like that caused me to start saying alright, boom. But I need to God to lecture them. Because I just notes alone them I go give out. I can't just go the practical and go catch up this. So I start with this. The grades they never fall off nor nothing. But I start par with someone from union and them thing there, and then I start notice say oh boom. Then I go get introduced to cheerleading and sports and them thing there, and it does. Like the latent function of the university just engulfed me. And I just start to expound upon my personality and just I enjoy myself in the school. I enjoy the school. I met as I tell you, say, at the best part of my life, the worst part of my life and the best part of my life. Because during that period of time there, my mother was overseas and she had go through some little difficulties, and one patient did try to bring legal action against her because you know my mother was a nurse, you know. My mother was a nurse. My mother was big nurse in Jamaica, and she got far and got a big nurse over there. But because of the culture shift and where she was in a predominantly white community up at Liverpool, and she as a black person, she was like the only black nurse on the premises where she did there. In the department she look at my mother, the nephrology. She is a nephrology specialist, we work with kidney and them something. So she in the department she worked, she was the assistant manager for the department she worked in at that point in time. And the white patient them used to do some only for racial things and rare, and my mother, I don't know. I know my mother is a kind person. I don't know my mother is a rough person. My mother is like the total opposite of my father. My father is an animal. My mother is like a flower. You understand? She's just beautiful and just soft and kind and considerate and all them something. But one of the patients, because they kept on making racial slurs and them something against her, my mother must have said something to him. I don't know what it is that my mother said. And the patient made a charge against my mother. So my mother hit them. You understand? And I was abusive with them. I wasn't providing proper care. So they sue my mother and so take legal action against my mother. And my mother ended up had to. They had her license under suspicion, so they put it under investigation. So my mother basically did have to go stop work for 6 months until the trial did finish and it proved that was false claim. Where it gone because it was a matter of her license. It have to go through barrister and one big court and sitting. So say be a big money have to spend up. So that did put my mother in some financial debt. So at the first part, my mother that send money come from my school. The first year did alright. But so when it come to second year, like second semester, second year, things did get kind of tight. Because no money never had make tuition I pay still, but no money never had make enough to give me some could pay my bills them out here and live on them something and go to school. And anybody will know university at UTech, nursing is not a program where you can work and go to school. There's no part-time or full-time, and it's a 3-semester program. So unlike someone who could have go up and earn and travel, make a food and then come back and trickle down and just balance so that none of that never did for nursing. You understand me? I say so. I was totally dependent on my mother at that point in time, and the financial constraint them reach me, man. Whole heap of little hardship I go through. The good thing about it was I was a sociable person and I didn't know whole heap of people from union and them thing there. And UTech used to have a thing where they used to always have some grant thing, like people used to put up things. I don't know, like business places and past students used to have some things that they used to put up on notice board. Say you write an essay and send in, and the best 10 essay get $10,000, the best 10 essay get $30,000. So I used to write, when I go UTech, man, I write essay like all. I write essay for all my friend them. You understand me? I say, yo dog, when I get the money, just say $5,000 out of my one of them thing. Because them man in a business about it, but only one like cause some of the grant them, if I get a grant the month here, you can't get a grant the other month. So I used to always write. Every month I write. Like I just know every grant I used to just depend on them thing. I write the whole thing, and so that was one of the things that were like really get me into like literature, entertainment, expression and all them something. Because I never used to write on them things when I go high school. But when I go UTech, I start to write hard. Be an essay. I used to always like once I write an essay, me get a grant. You understand me? I say I used to always write. Also, I lie. I write all as woman. Because I take all my sister in. They all have one when breast cancer awareness month. I write one blow up piece of lied essay. Say my mother and my grandmother have breast cancer and lose them breasts. I'm afraid I'm going to lose my breast too. A lied piece of essay I send to people. And people sorry. Don't bother feel. This is circumstance. I didn't need it. I didn't need it because bills will have to pay. And them something. Some use one of my sister. Them ID number. Because she's a woman, and write a blow up piece of essay about how my fears of breast cancer and how the demons struggle and one bag of thing. One piece of blow up essay, man. About 10 pages, you know, brother. Send going on, man. And when the girl with it, them all call her to come read the essay down a bombard place over yesterday upon Cancer Society, man. Cancer Society, I'll call the girl to come read the essay, and girlfriend have to read the essay, down there, and the way the essay was so good, and read the essay, and they said people them all are balling on the day when she down there read the essay, and me write the essay, no killer. Me write the essay, girlfriend don't know nothing about the essay, till she don't know nothing about the essay till them call her and say she winning. Go down and go read the essay and be a thing. We'll get that piece of food, you understand me? I say, but I saw me hustle it and go through and the daily thing, you understand me? I say, and just allow me imagination and my literary skills to help me and them something there. While me there at UTech, in about third year, from first year I UTech, I start cheerleading. First year I go in a cheerleading, we come, whenever, like, science used to always come last. Because even when I used to go at UTech, cheerleading, when I work at Bellevue, we used to laugh off of science because they used to come last. First year when I go there and the man them say, boom, we have cheerleading and whatever, and boom, bang. I said, so I'm going to cheerleading, and we never come last a year there. We come third to last. You understand me? I said, so improvement from the first. Because 17, I will come fifth. So, I never so bad. You understand? The next year though, we come first, we win the first next year. You understand me? I say, I'm captain the team, we end up win. That year the third year, when I mean a third year now, some people they did it from one company named Brownstone Marketing. And the man them come and see the performance, and the performance we put together was like a show, cause them time they used to give 20 minutes for the routine for cheerleading, and we did put on 37-minute routine. On 37-minute routine, they put together, put on the stage, I would end up come second. But I lose points because the routine is just too long. Cause show, you know, I tell you, living show, we could go back, you know. When the man say, when it done, I will come second and get the trophy and thing. Like, the next day, I get a phone call and them send me for come for an interview. Down Brownstone Marketing off Eastwood Park Road. I go down there. The man tell me say, yo, he was there at cheerleading the night before. I go there following week, Wednesday. Zane, and training was a Friday. I get the call Saturday. I go the following week, Wednesday for the interview. The man say he was there the Friday night, and yo, I love it. And the way it go on, the man say, if it's me put it, I say yes, and the man say, yo, oh, I'm so creative and one bag thing and and man say the people them they did it from at that time it was Lime. The brand manager for Lime did there and them think them have some Christmas promotion and go and them say, yo, them want me to be a part of the promotion and thing and Ray. And them time I don't know nothing about money, no dog. Them time I living, I broke man, you know, scabby life me I living. And to mouth me I living. Them time I get all one, I write one essay, I get all one 10 grand. That 10 grand they last me all 2-3 weeks, you know, brother. So I don't really know nothing about money and them I say, yo, boom, man. Them I say it's a Christmas promotion and them want to work with some girls or some else for them dance and them thing there and create some routine for them, and them want me to be a part of the promotion. So me would have be the Santa Claus. So them say, how much would I charge them for be the Santa Claus and thing? And I say, yo. So I don't know how much I have, you know, I don't know because them time me I pray, because when them call me down there for the promotion work, I did know some girl with the promotion work down there and they used to tell me say them get 3-5 a day. But you never know, so if me da get 3-5 a day, I go down there with the intention, so I get 3 grand, 3-5 a day, I have it in my head, but I really want to say nothing, you know. And I say, me take 3, like the man I say, how much you want? I say, no man, how much you not have in mind, man, and real. I say, well, we don't really have, no, it's not a big promotion, I try something, I hold up my money on the pan it, you know. So I say, no man, it's a bombard, you know, say, look like a 3 grand alone, I go get a day. But I say, you know, so I go take it. By the time the man done, he take one big elevator long speech, the man say, he might give me 10 grand a day. So the man tell me that. I say, well, if I that alone you have still no general, I don't know, nah, killing up. You just go on with the 10 grand still, you see it, and you don't know me work with the 10 grand. The man say, oh, alright, it would have been 5 execution for the Christmas. And them thing there, 5, as I say, when I start doing the man, I say, 50 grand for Christmas, I said, boom, we are going to do it 50 grand. Because them time I tell us, I don't use the money because I stop work for about 3 years now and brokenness reach me back and start survive and I say, yo, bombard Christmas I look like a good Christmas, like say we now have to cook turkey in the Christmas that we can go oxtail and probably I'll go a little curry goat and I say I go all one whole chicken and them thing the well roasted and them thing that Christmas a big braffing for the Christmas to start things and things. Anyways, when we set some I put together the girl them, 10 girl and me, start work out some routine and them thing and start with the thing. You see after we do the first one Oscar, we went to some you got an orphanage, Zane, and we did we interact with the people for the day and dance and go on and thing, and then they have a stage show in the night in a Santa Cruz. And we go and the way the thing nice and the way the thing runs smooth, the CEO aligned, the man where you hear talk about hello, and that man there with that deep voice at that point, he was the CEO for, and the man sits and the man say yo, him love this and rare. It was supposed to be 5, it ended up with 13 of them in the general. For the Christmas, you know, the way the first one runs smooth, 13 of them went up for the Christmas, you know, man. By the time we reached about the 9th one, Pretty Boy Clyde was one of the hosts them, because he was a Lime ambassador at that time. The Pretty Boy Clyde, IT and Fancy Cat, and Iceman, Donald Iceman, and them 4 man, they just get signed to Flow. And that was a rollout for them too. The road part, with the excitement part, Fly did a host it. Fly did get tonsillitis by about the 9th one. So he couldn't talk, him host up and couldn't talk. And me there with him every day for the first 9. So I know him I do and know him at them time. And the man them say, yo, boom, ready them I go cancel it. After I reach them say, we now go bother do it. Them just go make do the dancing part and thing and it done. Them now go do the giveaways and them thing there. And I say, I mean, I'm take the microphone the day. I'm just chat be foolish and ramp for the people, I haggle the people, I pick them and run up and down, and I go like me, I eat that to the pit them on one bag of thing. When the stage part come, I start the first part of the stage part, I run be a joke with the people, man thing and right. After that done, the day, that was it. I come off of the stage, the man them say, yo, you Santa Claus work here. I know you know. You're bigger than the Santa Claus work here. I'll give you a piece of the MC work. So the man say, yo, you might give me 5 more grand for my money. 15 grand. Me I get now. So we wear the Santa suit and do the MC. Me tell us, richness this me I pray now in a general. Rich. Me rich now in a dog. Rich in a man. Can I get 15 grand for the last 3 show them in a man. Me I tell us, yo, I'm gonna do this man after that now. It's like every little road show them have, with Lime have, them want the girl, because they always come to me for the Lime girl, them and them something. And then I said some, I have some little dancer youth, and I bring in on the thing and start sending youth them to on the work. Until the man them sets on, I saw the end up, the Lime dancers them did start. I used to run off that thing there. And then with that, they used to send me go to the MC work them to on the road for the road show. And I saw me end up getting an MC thing. That's how when me in 3rd year. So by 4th year now, I start make money now. I make money good enough now. I could have pay my tuition, you understand me I say? And I could have money and could have fix up my car and them thing there and alright, and I can come a party and I can buy liquor for my friend them and by the end of 4th year, because I end up cause me I work on them thing there, and plus cause I end up feel about 3 courses. So I end up have to do an extra semester at school. You understand? I'm do up them thing there and thing. But by the end of that now in time I sit down and start look work now and thing. I hear man them attack who did done school before me, that's the only good thing about it, you know. And I give God thanks. Like enough people that look on it and say, alright, you feel some course and at the end of the world and how it make you feel, but if I never did feel them course there, probably at that time, yeah, probably now a nursing when I do. But because I feel them course there, I'm end up have to do over extra semester. Call it a whole year, I end up have to do over back. My batchmate and people me used to go to school with started working before me. So because them started working, cause the whole time me I go university, me I pray say me I go make $140,000 when me done school per month. You know. When me done, my batchmate them start work, and me used to them I get $43,000 after tax for the whole entire month, and them have to work 6 months before them can work no overtime, you know, before them can work no session, because session was what was bringing up my brethren them pay, and because them work at Bellevue, them get job risk allowance because of the environment of them working, so that it bring up them pay too. So and then me go find out say you can't just graduate and go Bellevue go work because them not higher level 1 nurse. You have to be like level 3 and above. So you have to basically work on 3. You have to go do one midwifery, or you have to go do one next course or whatever. Pan your thing, figure Bellevue. So I say, oh damn, and at Bellevue me I pray for go. Because the whole time when me I go UTech, I remember say every year we go up on practical. So I go Spanish Town Hospital go work. I go KPH go work, I go Chest, I go all them hospital, you everywhere go work. So I don't know how the thing go. And I never did like the white batty thing, cause big man thing. I never like the white batty something there. And I never like the clean source something there. You understand? That was the part of nursing. I couldn't tolerate. And then the man them used to sit and frowns themselves to a nursing. I do not for the patient them used to say, cause man who them send me go from. And when them sit and say, oh, this is Mr. Cummings, he's going to be a nurse for the day. The man must say, yo, I don't want to body man touch me, I don't want to body man bathe me. And them think I have to be the patient, the man them sitting there. And be them little thing there. You understand me? I say, so I say, it never really, honestly, like me did fall out of love with the profession by then. Plus, by the time I'm ready for done school, by them time me that make much more than $50,000 a month. By them time I make $100,000 a month easily. Them time there, when me are doing what me are doing in entertainment, and I never did reach my full potential in what me are doing yet. You understand me? I make $100,000 a month easy. And when it come down to December time, me I make all $300,000 for the month. You understand me? I say summertime, July, August, me I make me $300,000 easy a month. You understand me? I say so. Me I say, boy, what me really I go do? Left this what me love for do, and me I get paid. Cause it come like say me I get paid for Eagle. Left the pay what me I get for Eagle. And go work for $50,000 a month. For a man go call my body man every day. I enjoy myself and just run up and down and just get paid for just be as immature as I possibly can. The first place that in my life, apart from down at Bellevue, where I felt free to do myself and be myself, and just not business and just not care. Me not have to conform to no status quo or nothing. You understand? And we just say, you know what, for this, I just have to work with this and just see what I go on. What I go on and that's something. You see me? So basically that's my journey to where I'm there right now. That's why I do this right now. I have allowed myself when me just done university, they gonna try manners me up. If you tell me say when me a host me have to talk standard English and me must refrain from speaking patois and try to revert from the Jamaican dialect as much as I possible, and I must be proper and I must be prim and I must do this and I must cut my hair in this way and that way. But then after a while I find out say the more I be myself and the more authentic I am, the more true I am, the more shameless I am, the more I allow myself to just speak of everything and just do who I am, and the more work me get and the more money me get. So this is why I am as shameless as I am right now. This is why I just don't care. This is why I just don't give a damn. I just live my life how I live my life, how I want to live my life, and just do the work that I put forward. And this is why I am arguably the best at what I do. You understand me I say? I say arguably because some people are going to tell lie and try to beat it down. But the fact is the fact. And this is not narcissism. This is the truth. I am the best at what I do. Ask me what I do. I don't know what they ask me do still, but I'm the best at what I do. So nursing degree aside, are you not entertained?